Welcome to this EdTechTeacher video tutorial on how to use Evernote with your students. Evernote is a great online note-taking tool, a way to have a virtual notebook online with any type of content you want. So go to evernote.com and click on Create Account in the top right-hand corner. You go through a simple sign-in process where you have to use your name, email address, create a username and password, and fill in the capture information down below. Evernote will send you a confirmation password that you need to retrieve from your own email account and enter in before you can begin. Once you enter in that information, you can get started. So I'll log into an existing account so we can see what an Evernote account looks like. Along the left-hand column, we have all of your notebooks. The top one by default will be all notes, and down below that you'll have individual notebooks. When you first create your account, they will make an automated notebook for you based on your username. You can easily create additional accounts by clicking on the Notebook tab on the top left-hand corner. Now the first thing you can do is create a new note. A new note is basically like a piece of paper you might have in a notebook or something you might come across that you want to hold on to. Except this note will be virtual. The first thing you can do is title your note. Down below the title, you will see all the choices for the notebooks that you've already created, and you can decide what notebook your new note will be placed in. You can also add a new URL to that specific note. So if you found information online that's associated with a certain website, you can add that in now. Off to the right-hand corner, if you click on the Show Details option, a new box will appear. This box is to add tags to any particular note. This is crucial when students are going to use Evernote as a note-taking tool. If they have a math notebook and a history notebook and a science notebook, they would probably want to learn how to tag individual notes with keywords. For example, if they're uploading work they did on cell membranes for a biology class, they might want to tag that with cell and membrane and biology. If it's for history class, they'd want to tag it with other keywords. In the body of your note, you can put any content you wish. You can type content. You can upload content that you already have, pictures and images and audio, and we'll show that later in the tutorial. And when you're done and you're happy with all the information in the body of your note, simply finish up, and in the top left-hand corner of the note, click Done. Now your note has been saved, and it's been placed in the notebook that you designated when you originally made that note. And here it is. We can see it in the middle of the page in small detail and off to the right in great detail. If we click on the hyperlink, we'll be automatically brought to the website that we've associated with that. If we click on the details, we can see all the tags that we've added to it, which allows us to search this note easily in the future. Down below on the left is the tag feature. This is what I was talking about before. These are all the different keywords that you may have chosen to tag your notes with. You may have forgotten what notebook you put a note in, or you want to see all of your notes that you may have tagged with a particular keyword. You can easily search them. For example, here's a tag of cell phones, and if I click on that, I see all my cell phone information. Here's another tag down below, and if I click on it, I clicked on Holocaust, and in the middle it brings up both resources I've tagged with Holocaust, and off to the right I can see it in great detail. So now I may have individual notes across different categories that I've tagged with similar words. The tagging feature is great to stay organized within your Evernote account. Another great feature is to drag and drop notes into various notebooks. You may have a note that you want to switch what notebook it's in, or you created the note and didn't realize that it should have been in a particular notebook. You can drag and drop from the middle note area to the left folder area. Another great feature of your Evernote account is that a dedicated email address is associated with every Evernote account you make. In the top right-hand corner of your account, if you click on the Settings button, and then scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll find an email address. This is great for students if they're going to do research, or even if they're on the road with their cell phone and they come across new information. Any information they can find can be sent to that email address, and it will automatically populate into your Evernote account. We'll do a test run. So I've pasted my Evernote email address. In the subject, I'll add some information, and that will pop up just like when I made a native note within the Evernote account. I'll type in some information into my email and then click send. When we head back to the Evernote account, it'll just take a moment or two for that information to be populated into my Evernote account. This is a great option for students because they don't even have to constantly log into their Evernote account. They can add that email as a contact, and they can constantly send information. They can upload their papers as attachments. They can send pictures or any information they find, they can constantly send to their Evernote account. So here we are back at my main Evernote account page, waiting for the note to come through. You can also easily reset the incoming email address. If a student wants to maintain their privacy, or maybe they've let someone email them some information to their Evernote account, they can easily reset it with the click of a button. And here it is. Just after a moment, my test email came through, and there's a link to a great resource that I found today. And now all of my information, just by the click of an email, can be sent into my Evernote account. As students are writing papers throughout the semester, they may want to attach their paper and email it to their Evernote account to keep it organized in particular files. Another great option, like I mentioned, is to have students text message. They can simply get down this email address, and when they come across information with their cell phone, they can text any information they can find through a text message to their Evernote account. Another thing you might want to learn how to do is how to edit your information, and more in particular, how to upload new files. Just like in an email or a text document, you can click the little clip tag to upload more information. You can upload images, you can upload documents, audio files, and there's a picture that I've uploaded to this account. Once I've uploaded it, another great feature that students should really take advantage of is sharing their individual notes, or more in particular, sharing entire notebooks. If you click on the Sharing's arrow and scroll down to Share Notebooks, an option will pop up with every notebook that student may have created. You could have a student keep an entire notebook for a whole semester, and they can share that notebook with you, and you can always check in on their work. Or during a research process, when they're working on in-depth research for a class, they can share their research notebook with you, and you can constantly check in. There's two ways to share. You can share with individuals through an email address, or you can make your entire notebook public, and you can customize the URL. And if you click on it, here's the URL for my notebook. No one even needs to be logged in to look at this. All they need is the particular URL that I share with them. This is a great resource for students to share information with classmates, to share their research projects with their teachers, to share live online notebooks with anyone else to demonstrate their learning and their organization. Another quick option is how to rename notebooks, which is simply clicking the little arrow below the notebook name. And now you know the basics of using Evernote.